Yeah, we're going to start early because it's Friday. Oh, boy. You want some? And some seed. We'll wait for folks to tune in. Why do I keep saying turn in? No seeds? Okay. Oh, a little beef heart. Tasty. Want some more breakfast? What's that? Oh, delicious. Oh, we got people tuning in, Mr. Dante. Good morning, everyone. We tuned in a little bit early because it's Friday. And it's Dante. So, welcome. You guys are early. Hi, Ryan. It's Ryan, Dante. We miss Ryan, don't we? It's true. It's true. We'll just keep letting folks sign on. We're having a little breakfast with Mr. Dante, man. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the bugs moving in here, but they are delicious. Oh, so tasty. You're such a good boy. That was gross. What are you going to do? Do you have to poop? You should poop over there. Not here. Another bug. Good morning, everyone. We're going to start. I know, my hair just went a little crazy in the wind, buddy. We're going to start a little early today. We're having folks roll in. If you're watching, just let us know where you're tuning in from, right, Mr. Dante? And Dante will have his breakfast with you guys. Some mealworms and beef heart. I even got him sunflower seeds, but he said no thank you. So we will just leave it at that, right? All right, we got a few folks turning in. There we go. So it's a little early, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and start. Happy Friday. We made it through another week. My name is Sarah, and I'm the Community Engagement Specialist here at the Center for Wildlife in Cape Nettic, Maine. And this handsome young man right here is Dante, and he is our American crow. Hi, Beth from Seaport. Oh, sorry, buddy, I moved my hand too fast. Hi, Albert. Close. Not a raven, but a crow. Hi, Mandy from Rochester. And someone else just mentioned they love crows. Herman loves crows. I do too. Corvids are one of my favorites, I think. They are rather intelligent and very tricky and sneaky and a little bit naughty, which I think is fantastic. So Dante is an American crow, and he came to us in, I believe, 2017. And he was, unfortunately, someone tried to raise him as a pet. We see that a lot. Hi, Kristen. Nice to see you. Dante says hello. We see that a lot, unfortunately, with corvids. People find them fascinating. They're incredible when they're babies. Their little eyes are, hi, Beth. Dante, Beth says hello. Their eyes are actually blue. Hi, Sue from Elliott. Their mouths are bright, bright pink. Oh, we're just going to throw the food. Okay, that's fine. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. Give our love to Ron, please. So unfortunately, and all the folklore that goes along with these guys, people think that they're pretty intriguing. That being said, it would sort of be like wanting an 8-year-old for a pet. These guys are incredibly intelligent. You can't go hide that. Should I take it back and break it into a smaller piece? No, you got it? Okay. They are as intelligent as an 8-year-old child. They have object permanence. They have... they can solve puzzles. They can make tools. Hi, Erin. I know corvids are mind-blowing. They're shown to work together. Hi, Joe, in town of Londonderry, New Hampshire. That's where I reside. Not Londonderry, but New Hampshire. So these guys they're fascinating. They're also looked at as pests, unfortunately. Hey, hi, Kristen in the shed. How's it going? That's our executive director. We're excited to have her here with us, too. What do you think, Dante? Dante said, well, this morning I've already done a interview for the news, and now we're doing this. Herman read that they like to collect shiny things. Is this true? They like to collect lots of different things. I think the shiny things definitely intrigue them. For instance, it's a terrible habit, but I have a Coca-Cola, and I took the ring off, the tab off. Right now he can see himself, so he's sort of intrigued by that. But they definitely will collect things that intrigue them. They also give gifts occasionally. Dante, excuse me, the first gift I got from Dante was one of his jesses. that he took off and then gave back to me because he was like, no thanks. Hi, Sarah from Jefferson. He's actually down to one Jess right now. I know. I was showing them what you did because you broke another Jess, didn't you? He says, yes, I did. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to see you. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. We are just amazed and overjoyed with the amount of folks that are tuning in from the public, and also who have donated to our emergency fund. We're going to do a update later on today, but because of you all, you were able to help us raise funds to help us keep our doors open, which is really, really helpful. We're getting more and more babies rolling in. For those of you that don't know about the Center for Wildlife, we are a wildlife rehabilitation facility or medical facility, and we treat anywhere up to 2,500 wild animals a year. They come in from a wide variety of places and people, and so our goal is to always get them back out into the wild. Unfortunately, sometimes they are not able to be released out into the wild. Dante was one of those cases. Someone had kept him as a pet. They thought he was really cute, and tried to raise him, and you know, loved him very much. But what happened is he became imprinted, and so if we were to release him out into the wild, other crows may kill him, unfortunately, because they are so complex. Let me go ahead and go down from here. Oh, excellent. Erin from South Berwick. Nice to see you guys. Jen, when you catch mice and traps, no poisons. The crows wait for us to put out those treats. They do know. I don't know if anyone has ever had if you have a field in your neighborhood or town that they hay. These guys will often follow the combines and the mowers, because unfortunately, you know, they mow over some snakes and rodents and things like that. And these guys know it, and so they just follow it like a little food train. And that's kind of amazing. Are you still waiting for some more bugs? Sorry about that. I wasn't keeping up with you. Let's see, who else do we have? Hello, Carolyn, Tiffany, and Autumn from Nobleboro, Xander from Plymouth. Good morning. Beth, good morning. Emily and Maggie. Hi, Mags. How are you? We hope you guys are doing well. This is Dante. Dante's actually, let's see, so he came in 2017, so it is 2020, so Dante is 3. That is good news for us because he can live to be, you know, on average 7 in the wild, 14 in captivity. The oldest one I know of was 20 in captivity, and so that's the expectation that we have given Mr. Dante here. Right, Mr. Dante? So crows are incredibly, hi Jason, complex. And they're complex both socially as well as physically. Hi Braden, age 6. Hi Charlene from Connecticut. Crows actually have dialects. So for instance, down in a crow from Connecticut, Charlene would speak differently than a crow from Maine or New Hampshire. They have dialects, and they have accents, if you will. So they know, you know, who fits in and who is from away, or who doesn't, I guess you could say. They're really rather fascinating. Where are you going? But the bugs are over here. You're showing them your back? Okay, we can do that. Are you going to talk? Are you? Oh, well, I don't know what you want. Do you want some water? Okay, well, here. Sips? No. Sips? Yeah, I thought so. Good? Okay. No more? All right. Sometimes we have to stop so we can refocus, I think. So you can see Dante's feathers. He was just showing you the back. Lots of times folks just go, oh, they're just a black bird. They're actually not. They're really amazing. And they're sort of iridescent color. I'm going to turn you around. No, now we're not going to turn around. Okay, I can work with that, Dante. We're good. We'll just keep having breakfast. So their iridescent feathers are magnificent. And it almost looks like when you have, it's a terrible analogy, but when there's like a gasoline or an oil slick on the water, that beautiful iridescent look that they get, isn't it? Is it beautiful? Here you go, my friend. So again, Dante came to us in 2017, and he will live with us for the rest of his life. So physically, there's nothing wrong with him. I know I'm working on breaking up the beef heart over here, but it's giving me a hard time. Can you help me? But he is imprinted. What are you doing? What? What? There you go. Do you know why he thinks he's a human? Oh, we pooped right on the desk. Thanks, dude. Awesome. He thinks that he's a human because he was raised by a human. It's a great question. And so imprinting is really unfortunate because we look at it as sort of a, an invisible disability, if you will, or an invisible injury. So Dante will never, oh, that's a nice rouse, never fit into a flock of wild birds. We did have him with some other young crows when he was a baby, and he did not want anything to do with them and really just wanted to be around people. So unfortunately, that's what happens. When we try to raise an animal. So for instance, I don't know if you've seen on our Facebook page and our Instagram, we have 2 baby great horned owls right now. And it is imperative that we do not expose them to us, our faces, our voices, anything like that. And so what are you looking at up there? I don't know what you're trying to get. So we wear masks and we don't talk when we're around them. And so that's because they're in that imprinting phase. And so we want to give them their best chance at knowing who they are and what they're supposed to be doing. And so unfortunately for Dante, he was not given that opportunity. Hey, Maine Beer Company, how are you guys? Dante says, oh, I love Maine Beer Company. He misses also, I think, seeing everyone. He misses seeing everyone in the tasting room. He misses seeing folks at Patagonia. He misses going to schools and making kids laugh because he's being naughty and pecking at the box that he wants to get out of. So, they miss everyone in that interaction because they are so intelligent. I don't know if you guys have read anything or researched anything. Oh, hi, Macy from Connecticut. You think it's fascinating that they have different accents? We do too. I also find it amusing to think of a crow with like a southern drawl. So it would like call something. I don't know. I'm terrible with accents, but something fun to think about. Hi, Charlene. He is so cute. So they are really rather fascinating. And the more you read about them, the more fascinating they get. Studies have shown, they did a Hi Levi a study on a college campus where they would put masks on, and they put the masks on so it could be a multi-year study. So you wouldn't have to have, one person doing the study. And if they left, then all the data is gone. And what they did was when they put the masks on, they would go out and they would harass the crows. Not in a mean, any sort of harassment is mean, but they wouldn't hurt them. They would just irritate them, right? They were bad neighbors. And what they found was that not only did the parent crows remember them, so they remembered the individuals with the masks and would peg them out of a crowd, but they also taught their young, and they were like, hey, that guy's no good. Stay away from him. And so that's kind of amazing that they'll remember you individually. Hi, Eliza. Does he have all black on him? He is all black. There are lots of different types of crows and ravens in the world. For instance, Jane Kelly over at On the Wing has Etzel. He's a pied crow, and he looks like he wears a little tuxedo, and he's amazing. He also has a Wisconsin accent because Jane is from Wisconsin, which I love and adore. Our crows are all black. Their eyes are black, their beaks are black, their legs are black. His skin is not black. So if we get in underneath there, under those feathers, and look at his skin, which he won't let me do right now, he's getting a little persnickety. Oh, snickety. He has, pale whitish skin, but no black skin, right? But your beak is black. Yeah. Are you so good looking? He's like, I am good looking. Birdie would like to know what's the difference between a crow and a raven. That's a great question, and also ones that we get asked a lot. So there's a couple differences between a crow and a raven. The main one is size. So crows, no offense, buddy, but you're about the size of a pigeon, right? Much more regal and intelligent than a pigeon, and I like pigeons, but much smaller than a raven. A raven is about 3 times the size, usually about the size of almost a red-tailed hawk. The second difference is their beak. So I've heard the saying that crows are a bird with a beak and ravens are a beak with a bird. Ravens' beaks are massive. They're much more domed. They're just huge. Their calls are different. And so you will hear more croaking and chortling and things like that from a raven. Whereas the crows, you hear the caw, caw, caw. And their wings are shaped a little bit different. The tips of the feathers, and their tail. So crow's tail is flat and wedge shaped, whereas a crow's tail is flat and the raven's tail is wedge shaped. Levi, yes, he can fly, and he can fly quite far, which is why he sits on Jess's with us. Because if he were to get out into the outdoors and fly away, he could get really hurt because he is imprinted, and nobody really gets you in there, huh, my friend? Absolutely. Nobody wants you in their flock here. We want you in our flock because we know how amazing you are. And it's not because crows are mean that they, don't accept outsiders or they're tough on them. They're just really smart, and that's what's best for their flock. No more water. We're good. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you want. You want more beef heart? My goodness, my goodness. Denise wants to know what they eat. They eat anything. Omnivores. They're sort of amazing. So these guys are known to be nest raiders. They will go and steal eggs and things like that. They're opportunistic. You will also see them, hunting around garbage and dumpster diving and things like that. But they will eat anything. Fruit, some sorts of veggies. They will eat insects, salamanders, you name it. I saw a study once where they figured out they had found a bunch of turtles that had been turned over and basically disemboweled. And they were trying to figure out, gosh, what's going on? They figured out it was ravens that figured out that was a pretty neat snack and how to access it, which is kind of phenomenal. Dante's, one of his favorite things are mealworms. I'm running low on mealworms, so it's kind of crazy. And we'll see what happens, right? What's going to happen when we run out of mealworms? It's going to end. The world's going to end. No. But yeah, they'll eat anything. And if your garbage isn't secured into a trash can with a lid, they'll get into plastic bags and things like that, unfortunately. Let's see. Are crows everywhere in the U.S.? You've only seen ravens in Alaska. Hi, Herman. Yes, crows are everywhere. And ravens are pretty much everywhere, too, in different altitudes. I know that, there's a variety of different crows. You have fish crow, American crow, that sort of thing. Denise, I bet they do love going to the compost pile because not only do they like to eat everything, they also like to destroy things while they eat. So like Bertram, our raven, loves going out onto the rotting logs and things like that. And he'll go ahead and just rip things apart. And I think he feels good about it when he does that. Oh my goodness. I think that was the last one, dude. Uh-oh. Are we out? That's all you wanted? I have other things. I have seeds. I have this thing. Nothing. What's that? He'll probably drop it. What are you going to do with it? I don't know if any of you have watched, okay, caught it. I caught it that time. Any of our videos on our social media or things like that. But oftentimes when we go in and feed Bertram and Dante, they will cache their food or hide their food, which is kind of fun too, because it's sort of like a game of hide and seek, if you will. And they get annoyed when you uncache their food, and then they get frustrated. Huh? Do you get frustrated? Are you watching Percy? Percy again is getting going. Tiffany Autumn asks how many eggs they lay and do they mate for life. So I have read lots of, and again, you pooped, my friend, but this time on my knee. Thank you. Oh, well. Birds poop like every 15 minutes, I've decided. So they do mate for life, the life of the other mate. I've read more and more articles about just how committed crows are to their mates. One of them was a female that had broken her beak, and so she had like half a mandible, and normally that would mean that she would die. Her mate, however, he would come and feed her, which is really sort of exciting and sweet and special. Do you want more mealworms? Should we take it on the road and go get more mealworms? All right, we're going to take it on the road and get more mealworms because he's getting persnickety. So forgive us for wandering around too much. I know, Dante, we're going to come here. I'm going to open this door. Thank you guys for going with us on this adventure. So they will mate for life. They're very good parents. And they also actually, let me see if I can lean this up here while I get my bugs. The siblings will also take part in raising other siblings as they get older, which is rare in birds. Normally they just get sent off the nest. And what are we getting? Are we getting more bugs? That's exciting, buddy. Yeah, it is. But these guys will stick around, and as long as they're helpful and as long as they are, participating in the family unit, they're accepted and they're allowed to hang out and that sort of thing, which is really fascinating. These guys are incredibly intelligent. Another really cool story about crows that I read or saw, it's a video that I saw online, is that in Japan, so here we have things called like shagbark hickory, things like that. Oh, that was a good rouse. That was nice. And the nuts are almost impossible to break, right? You have to break them with a hammer. It's crazy. So imagine the animals that would eat a really hard nut like that. So some of our other animals or some of our other countries have different nuts. In Japan, they have a nut that's very similar. Hi, Katie. We ran out of mealworms, so we had to reach it.
Oh, you got it?
I got it. Look at me. I'm so good. I just bring it back in. Look at us go. Thanks, Katie. Hey, we got bugs. Let's do it. So these crows have in Japan, they figured out that a way to crack the nut, back in our little closet over here, we're good to go. A way to crack the nut is to drop it in the road, right? So that's clever enough as it is. So they drop it in the road, the car rides over it, it cracks the nut, and then the crows know to go get it. But wait, it gets better. They've figured out to not only drop the nut in the road, they figured out to drop it in a crosswalk and wait for the crosswalk light to go off so that they can safely go and get the nut. And they figured that out by watching and observing everything. That's amazing. I know a lot of humans that can't do it. Dante, you're my favorite, but I have to go back to class now. Thanks, Molly. Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you guys. Let's see. Levi wants to know how far he can see. I don't know how far he can see. That would be an interesting question. I know that our peregrines and things can see, 1 to 2 miles away, but they are also hunting a lot more. These guys, they probably have a lower sense of eyesight, just because they don't have to hunt like our peregrines and things like that do, as far as keeping an eye out for them. Hello, Karen Goodwin Johnson. Yes way. It's so amazing. You can Google it. They're phenomenal. They've done studies with crows where they make tools. Some of the studies have shown that the females make the tools and the males steal them. Just going to put that right there. But it's very interesting, and they can solve multi-phased puzzles or problems. So they figure out and remember how to solve things, which shows just how intelligent they are. Another thing that they have is object permanence. So if you know that you play like peekaboo with kids, they freak out because they actually think you're gone when you hide behind your hands, right? These guys, you try to play peekaboo with him and he just sort of looks at you like, yeah, okay, whatever. I know you're there. I know you're there, huh? They're also really funny. So like Dante, for instance, I don't know if you guys have seen the videos of him stacking his toys or unstacking his toys. And he will play with you while you're doing that. However, oh, that's okay. And that's broken. Here, hold on one sec. I'm getting more bugs. You're the best. Thanks, man. Dante's like, Katie, you're my lady. Look at that. Go team. So they're fascinating. I got totally sidetracked. Let's see. Denise, what's the range of crows versus ravens? We have a place in Topsfield, Maine, outside of Lincoln. So their ranges overlap, and you'll definitely see them around together. Ravens generally get chased off by crows. Crows are more in flocks or murders, if you want to call them. They're in larger groups, whereas ravens tend to pair off. If you see them, like up in Topsfield, if you see them playing, really playing in the air and on the wind, those are usually ravens, and they almost, tumble and surf on the air. They're absolutely amazing. But again, you're going to want to look at the tail, and you're going to want to look at their behavior. And if you get close enough, you can look at that beautiful beak, right? You have a beautiful beak. One of my favorite things on them, let me see if I can get a up close of you, my dear. Can I bring it up close to your face? Oh, so good looking. Is those bristles on, oh, we're going to turn away, on the front of his nose, on his beak, his nares bristles. Look so handsome. Are you so good looking? It's so funny because if I put my phone in there with him, and I can't do this with Bertram because he already broke one phone, but with Dante, so far he's okay. If I put the phone in and I leave it and walk away, he goes up and interacts with the phone and pecks at the screen and things like that. So it's just it's fascinating. Bertram just pecks things, right? And he has a very strong beak, so we have to be very careful. Can I show them your feet? I would like that very much. So hi, Kate Rose. I'm going to pull up closer to his feet because a lot of times people will come in and they'll go, oh, look at his talons. I'm sure. Yeah, I know. Are you showing them the jest that you took off? Yes. So clever. So you see those feet. These actually are not talons. They're just toenails or claws. They're still sharp, but they're not considered talons if you use the term correctly. All birds have toenails, and they don't necessarily have talons, right, Mr. Man? Is that delicious? We're getting a little spoiled today, right, my friend? What do you think? Is it so yummy? Oh, I just love him. Let me see. More mealworms. We look at Katie and I. Oh my goodness, what's this? He loves to, sometimes he just likes to mix and match. Do you like to mix and match? Let's go. We can go right here. The wind blew the door a little bit. So you can see that he gets a little shy here and there, which is sort of interesting because he's so intelligent. He's constantly, oh, what are you, okay. Are you thirsty? Okay. Sorry, I didn't understand what you wanted. What do you need? There you go. They're constantly watching and constantly looking around, and they do that because not only are they predators, meaning, they'll go out and raid a nest or things like that, but they're also prey. So other animals will eat them, hawks, owls, things like that. If you ever want to know where a great horned owl is out in the wild, just follow the noisy group of corvids that are chasing them away, or hawks, right? You guys chase the hawks? And they do that because they are a threat to them. So they'll do what's called mobbing, and they'll harass an animal out of the area. I read one of the differences once. I read that for crows and ravens, crows will harass someone out of the area, whereas ravens escort the predator or whomever out of the area, sort of like, well, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here type of thing. Oh, that was disgusting. You threw a bug at me. That was very gross, my friend. Right? Oh my goodness. You want another one? Tasty. Are we full of mealworms too? He's so funny. He gets very cranky and very sidetracked easily. You don't want that one? I'm going to put them all back. They're all moving. You want any more? Not sure? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, Tracy, thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. And you all, thank you so much for your Okay, look at this. Dante. That's disgusting. Show them. What is that? Did you just take all the mealworms? You're so gross. You better eat them. You served them to yourself, so you can eat them. Thank you guys all so much for donating. Because, it makes such a huge, you can't go cash them anywhere. You need to eat them. It makes such a huge difference on our end that, you helped us to get this emergency fund, and it was a matching gift. Do you want me just to let you go and you can go you can't cash them around here. The emergency fund, you all helped us raise over $50,000, and that will keep us open, and it's absolutely amazing. I can't believe that you wrecked my heartfelt thank you. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kate Rose. Haha, funny, but you're going to have to go get it. How do they catch their food? Asks Tiffany. Oh my goodness. Hi, Nate. Oh, now we're dropping worms? That's disgusting. Okay. Oh, it's all going away now. There we go. We needed a sip of water. More sips. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right, let's go to questions because this is getting messy. Oh, how do they catch their food? They do hunt. They will empty nests. They'll empty eggs. They will. They also will, stab things with their beak and things like that. As far as insects go, they'll also, dig with their beak and that sort of thing. However, they will. Okay, one at a time this time. Okay, yep, that's enough. You bad boy. They will also raid bird feeders and things like that and fill up on seed. So they will, and they also raid our garbage cans, etc. But they can eat, they don't need like a really strong beak to hunt. For instance, I have chickens, and yesterday they hunted down a mouse. And now they have it. Thank you, Dante. That's helpful. Okay. We'll just sit. So we're going to dip it in the water and we're going to eat it. Hopefully. Can we eat it? You're looking for a place to cache it? There's no place in here. This is the office. Oh my goodness. This guy. I don't know about him. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kristen, he is a goof. Oh my goodness, Judy, thank you so much for donating. We appreciate that. That's amazing. Oh, Denise, where the nest is really great. So it's just a stick nest, and it's usually in one of the first or second crotches of a tree. Oftentimes it's in a pine, and you're so naughty. Where you going? You got to eat it. How about you drop it in here? You want it in here? So it's often very easy to find. The other thing that happens is our owls, like our great horned owls and things like that, will come and take over their nests. So it's just made of sticks and things. It's super fun to go and find. If you do find it and it's an active nest, chances are mom or dad may escort you out of the area, just because they do want their babies to be safe. Oh, Dante. So actually, what's kind of neat, he doesn't normally do this. Bertram does. If you look underneath his beak right here where it's kind of puffy, so he's being goofy with his, he's playing with his food, basically. This is called his antilingual pouch. And so he has it shoved full. That's so disgusting, dude. It's okay. I'll hold it for you. He has it shoved full of mealworms. So like right now, you think he's eating it, but he's not. See how it's getting fuller and fuller underneath his antilingual pouch? Oh, Dante. All right, ma'am. You and I are going to have a talk about manners, huh? It's okay. We got it. Are you done? Are you done with your interview? Okay. I can bring you back out. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We know that Dante has a limited attention span. So he is now telling me I would like to go back outside and hide my amazing amount of mealworms that I have. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our morning meeting. And tune into WGME to check out Dante's interview as well. And we will talk to you all soon. Okay? Thank you guys. Have a great day.